This is the video I've been waiting for. Nomadic Fanatic, hail in Sturgis. Or was it in Arizona? What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a good weekend. We're going to start with Cathie from Cathie Changes Lanes. That's right. She got her shed, of course, and she is lowering the loft. You can see where that 2x4 running along there, where the other 2x4s where the loft was above that. She lowers it down below that, and yeah, she's up there. She wanted some more headroom, so she got a helper there with the experience and the knowledge, and yeah, she got the nail in her leg, but yeah, so they managed to get it all tore apart, and went and got some supplies and stuff like that there, and yeah, got her loft lowered down, so now when she goes up there, she can actually stand and walk around, not just in the center, but yeah, so she got more headroom, storage space, whatever she's going to do with it, maybe make a little room up there. We don't know yet, right? We'll have to wait and find out. So go over and check her out and follow her on her journey on getting her little homestead all set up. All right, from Cathie, let's move over to Dee. Dee from Lady Bugout, that is. She is saying goodbye to her little red van. That's right, Lady Bugout. Now, for you guys who don't know, she had the little red van that she started in, and it was her little home on wheels, and she did a lot of traveling, and she just again, it was the start of her life like that, and she made lots of videos about, you know, being in that tiny little space, and that's why recently we saw her, you know, with a new van and a different build. So she was hanging on to the van as long as possible, but see, what happened was she was in an accident in the van. So, yeah, that's why she had to go get a new van and had the new build and all that stuff. So, yeah, she went and got all her belongings out of her little red van, the one that started everything out for her, and she had a nice little emotional goodbye.
It's time.
Yeah, it was tough. It's tough to let some things go. And so go over and check out her story. She tells you all about it, the beginnings, how it all started with that van, and some of the trips that she went on, and about the accident, and then going and cleaning it out and all that stuff. So yeah, go over and check her out for sure. Dee from Lady Bugout. And she was good friends and hung out with Bunny from Bunny Plays Here a lot too. And she also appeared with Cathie from Cathie Changes Lanes on a couple of her live stream and stuff. So Dee is well known in the RV, nomad, van life, whatever, in the Wheeled Wonder community. All right, so I figured while I was on here rummaging around, I'd go over and check on Mike to see if he's still micing, and I guess he's talking about trolls and how trolls work and how they think and why they are trolls and why he has trolls. Well, after not too long, I was like, well, maybe it's because of this.
Have YouTube commentary ADD, and that's okay, because I'll have ABCD and ZYXWVUT and ABCDFG XYZ LMNOP, okay?
Okay, so there we go. That's that's Mike. Maybe that's why he has some trolls. But then again, he says it's all lies and nothing is true, and everybody just makes up lies, and they don't know what they're talking about because you don't know. And hey, they just run with it, and you don't know. You just don't know what's going on. Well, I guess if I'm a troll, I guess maybe I was wrong. I'm sorry. He's not quitting. It's not time to move on. Quitting YouTube, not clickbait. I'm sorry. I must have read that wrong. My bad. sorry about that. And then I found something else to be very, very funny because here, just listen to what he says about people not having their own content.
And if they're not making their own stuff, then don't have any respect for them.
So he's talking about people that don't make their own content, and I find that quite interesting coming from Mikey.
This economy is so bad. $33 for toilet paper?
If you were ever thinking of moving to Hawaii, let me show you how much work.
What even is that? This chicken is 6 months old.
Before we get started here, I want to encourage you to watch the entire video, please. You know, a lot of my videos get better as they go, so please be patient. And I know a lot of you are fully aware of how bad it's been getting at the grocery store, the fake.
So, yeah, what was it that he said about people without their own content, that don't make other stuff, that use other people's stuff? What did he say about that? I think that's kind of funny. Oh, what was it? What, pot meat kettle? Come on, dude. He doesn't even know what he's saying. Oh, and he even goes on, and I curate all these. Yeah, he curates them. Everybody else steals stuff, and they don't have their own content, but when he does it, it's curation. All right, let's move on. What do we got? Oh, I can't believe it already. Next month is the big Hershey RV show. Man, time flew. It just seems like they were just here. It seems like just a couple months ago. Man, it's a whole year already. But I've made my feelings known about these RV shows many times. I mean, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really not looking forward to RV show time, because the videos will come out. Everybody will be, oh, we're live at the RV show. Hey, here we are in Hershey. And it's all the same, you know. Never buy new. Don't buy new. New is trash. Don't buy new. Always buy used. Let somebody else take a depreciation hit. Never buy new. Never buy new. Let's go look at all the new stuff. Look at the new stuff. Look at the new stuff. Look at this new stuff. Hey, they paid us to be here and say, look at the new stuff. So, yeah, don't buy new, but here, look at all the new stuff. I don't know. It's just, yeah. Come on along with us to the RV show and look at all the overpriced, poorly made bullshit. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to the to the RV show videos that are going to be coming. And speaking of something else, I am looking forward to, and that is, I'm glad Sturgis is over, because I can't wait till all the damn videos are done. I mean, it's getting a little bit crazy. I mean, it's just a ton of videos about the truth of Sturgis, the truth about Sturgis, what really happened at Sturgis. Is Sturgis going downhill? Is it worse than it was before? Here's the truth about Sturgis. And then you got the ones, well, even like Bob and Tam's most fucking excellent adventure. Yeah, they have the truth about Sturgis. This is the reality about Sturgis. Is Sturgis really going to, they have a whole bunch of, so they're bleeding it dry, which is, hey, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. No biggie, but it just, between them and everybody else, it's really, really, really getting old. So yeah, I'm glad it's over with, and I can't wait till that part of it is done and it's all over with, because right now, from what I'm seeing, I guess, you know, because I'm watching the Tater and he's at Sturgis and I'm talking about Sturgis, so now YouTube's going, here's some Sturgis shit, so they're throwing all this crap at me. And it's about, what I'm seeing anyway, is like 70-30. 70 say it was shit and it's going downhill, and it has been going downhill for years, and the price gouging and people left early and all kinds of other shit, while 30% say, it was all lies, it's the same as it was all the time, and it's great and everything's wonderful, and these people were just blah, 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 blah. So who fucking cares, really? But yeah, it's, like I said, it's about 70-30 from what I see. You know, you got some that say that they spent tons of money and this and that, and it was so expensive, and of course people aren't going to tell the truth because they're not going to say that they spent all this money and it was shit. But, you know, and then some people say that, you know, that there were spots, you know, for RVs and stuff that were, you know, like $1,000, well, you know, and up to $800, while others say that, I don't believe them, but they claim that they only spent $400 in the whole 10 days they were there. So either they brought a whole lot of food, didn't buy anything else except maybe a t-shirt, and camped somewhere for free. I don't see how they spent $400 in 10 days. They probably spent that much in gas. But anyway, I'll be glad when all the videos are done. I'm over the Sturgis experience. So since we got there, yes, we are in the Sturgis, so we'll talk about Tater in his latest video. Well, he starts out, he's on a little ride. They're on the motorcycle and they're cruising along. They go to a saloon, Ruby's, I think. Ruby's. It actually was a cool spot. It was a nice little saloon, but yeah, he's walking around. I don't know. It just seemed to me when he was walking around, people were kind of giving him the stink eye here and there, like, dude, get the camera out of our faces. But yeah, so he was doing that. And of course, there was the food and ice cream and all the other stuff. But then, finally, what I was waiting for, the hail started. He talked about all the storms. And look, there's a big blob and it's coming in our way. And then the hail came. And yeah, well, according to Tater, there was a hailstorm in Keystone, Arizona.
Just like that, it is hailing. It is hailing and raining in Keystone, Arizona. This is the Rapid City.
That's right, Keystone, Arizona. So Tater had a little slip of the tongue there. So yeah, I guess he thinks he's in Arizona. Oh, what else do we got from the Tater? He, I guess, to wait out the rain, the storm, so he could go and ride. They went into a Goodwill, got some DVDs. So I guess we're still collecting DVDs as well as VHSs as well as vinyl records while living in a bus with, when space is a commodity. But hey, I guess you do whatever you're going to do. So after the big storm, I guess he wasn't in it and he lucked out, so we didn't get to be, the big historic this and that. I thought for sure he was going to make the biggest deal of it ever. But other than a wet helmet and a seat, there was really no coverage of the storm from the Tater at all. It was kind of disappointing anyway. So then he's off back to the Full Throttle Saloon, which seems to be funny to me because when he got back to the saloon and went to the concert, he was wearing his little costume. He had his vest on, his biker vest on, but while he was riding, he didn't have it on. He was just in a t-shirt. So I kind of find it a little bit funny that he put on his costume to go to the concert. Yeah, so we got him. He's at the bus and he's giving us the lowdown about the weather report for the last 5 days of the event is going to be crappy and this and that and anything. And then he goes to the concerts and sees this, that. It was Rob Zombie was that night. That's right, because they weren't sure if it was going to happen because of the storms. Well, it rained and there was a big mud pit and he went to see Rob Zombie. To be honest, I'd have probably went and stood in the rain too, but yeah. I was just wondering though, when I was watching him film and everything, I'm like, I wonder how a little dude sees in a crowd like that, because he was kind of far back. And I know, I'm a tall guy. I'm over 6 foot. And I know when I get to some of these places and it's, asshole to elbow and there's people everywhere, sometimes I gotta, poke my head between two heads and, kind of see. So I wonder how a little guy sees. I know, what does it have to do with anything? I'm just thinking out loud. That's all. Sorry about that. So, what else we got? To me, I don't know. You can let me know in the comments below what you think, but to me, it just looked like Diana was pretending that she was enjoying herself and enjoying the ride and the event. I don't think she liked being there, period. I don't think she definitely wasn't going to go stand in the rain and watch Rob Zombie. And I know she doesn't like those long motorcycle rides. And then when you add on top of it, she actually went on one of the rides and then there was a hailstorm and she had to sit in a wet seat with a wet helmet and have Tater drive on a wet fucking road. Yeah, I don't think she was having a good time at all, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down below. And we still have no clue what he was hired to do. I mean, again, I talked yesterday about his little creator hangout, but I don't see anybody paying him to do that. I don't know. What do I know? But yeah, still no clue about what went on, what didn't go on, why he was hired, what he was doing. He didn't look like he was doing anything that he would have been getting paid for. And I have a couple of people say, well, maybe he was hired to cover this and that and that. Well, if he was hired to cover something, whether it be the Full Throttle or the Buffalo Chip or whatever, it would kind of be a moot point after, it's done. It's what, a week, a week after or more, or about the same, I don't know. The thing is over. It's long gone. And why would he be paid to cover it now? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's just my opinion. All right. That's going to wrap this one up. But before I get out of here, I want to end it with an example of Timmy math. I found a really good example of Timmy math and how Timmy makes money.
Sarasota who?
So if a new truck is $90,000, but instead you buy $50,000 worth of parts for the truck you currently have, you are therefore saving $40,000.
Yeah, but aren't you spending $50,000?
No, see, because the new truck was 90, but you're only spending 50 on your current truck, so you're therefore making that $40,000.
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.